So, good morning, student. Today I am going to make one video on the chapter development. What is the meaning of development? Development. I am Alok Brave from Ambuja School. I will tell you the meaning of development. The meaning of development means, progress. Meaning of development means progress or progress and prosperity. So, my dear student, when we talk to the people, they will have different notions of development. Some has different idea, some has different idea. They will say something about development, they will say something about, other will say something about development. So for this purpose, we will study about the development idea of the different people, what is their aspiration in the first part. So we will study what development promises, different people's goal, different goals. So first of all, the category is landless rural laborers. They want better, more work, more days of work, better wages, best best education for their children. They want no social discrimination on the basis of standard of living, on the basis of their caste. Prosperous farmer in the Punjab, they want high prices of their crop. They want, hard working labor and cheap labor. Also, a farmer who is depend only on rain for growing crops. They want, my dear student, all the year, throughout the year, water for irrigations, right? Water for irrigation, dam should be made, electricity supply, so that they can use the latest technology of the production. A rural woman from a land owning family, she want to rule over the all the people of the family, right? That is that is her desire. She want to control all the finances. She want to hold control all the servants. So urban employed youth, he want unemployed youth, he want job. He want very high job, and he want to get married, and he want to serve his family, parents, wife, children, etc. A boy from his family want to live a lavish life, full of luxuries, right? So that is why, my dear student, these people have different idea, and the girls from the rich urban family with the same idea, she want the same freedom as her brother has got. An Adivasi from the Narmada Valley, he want, his land back. He don't want to make dam on the, you know, Narmada River, right? Why? Because otherwise they have to sacrifice their land. They want to retain their culture. They want to live in the jungles. They want to do the slash and burning uh, cultivation. So these are the different aspiration of the people. Your aspiration may be different. So there are two columns given in the blank. You can write your aspiration and submit to your teachers. So my dear student, so then the next part of this is income and other goals, right? So income and other goals, before going to the income and other goals, we should know that aspiration of the different girls and boys. Girl want the same amount of freedom, opportunity as her brother, right? If she is doing household work, then she want that her brother should also do the household work, right? Industrialists, they want, 24 hours supply of 24 hours supply of electricity, because electricity is very important for them to produce goods, right? Produce the raw material. So this is the, and the farmer want maximum dam should be made, right? You know more and more electricity should be supplied to agriculturists, because it will help them to, my dear student, to produce and to give irrigate their land very well, right? They can save the water in the tank also. So this is the condition. So there are, there are different opinions of the development, right? You have seen that girl, boy, unemployed youth, right? Rich farmer, you know, a lady from the landlord family. So it is clear from the two things are very clear one, that different person can have different developmental goal, and what may be development for one person may not be development for other person. So we have to take this concept according to the point of view of the whole society, or you can say economy or a country. We have to think in the terms of country's perspective, not in the term of individual perspective, right? Then we have here, my dear student, you know, income and other goals. Income and other goals, if you go over the table one, you will find that one common thing is there, that what people desire are regular work. They want regular work, they want good wages, they want better life. They want, farmers want decent price for their crops, right? Industries want electricity, right? So these are the things. So besides seeking more income, you know, one way for the other people also seek things like equal treatment, freedom, security, respect of others, no discrimination on the basis of caste, creed, religion, etc. Right, see, all these are important goals, right, my dear student. So more income, more consumption, more better life, that is the biggest goal of the people, right? They want all type of material goods, right? They want all type of material luxuries. So this is their main goal of the people, generally main goal of people. Money or material things that one can buy with it. It is one factor on which our life depends. But equally of our life also depend on non-material things. On non-material thing, life also depend. So like wife's love, father, mother, parents, right? Kids love, right? See, children's love, we can say friends love. So these things are also important. These things are also important, my dear student. So we should also take into account these things, but often we ignore these things. Why we ignore things? Because we have become selfish. We always think about betterment in terms of ourselves. Right, see. So we can take another example, right? If you get a job in a far off place, before accepting it, you would try to consider many factors. What? Happiness of your family, facilities, working atmosphere, opportunity to learn. In another case, a job may be paying you less, but it is not taking away from you, from your family, right? It is near to your home, right? Salary is less, job security is more, and chances of growth is more. So you will definitely select that type of font, right? See, another job with, you know, high pay, but there is unsecurity, there is no security, and that is far off places. This will remove your security and freedom and movement to your family often. Right? You cannot go to your family to meet your family often because it is a far place. It takes time. So whenever the holiday will come, you will remain there and you cannot move fast. So similarly, for development, people look at a mix of goals, right? See, it is true that if women are engaged in paid work, their dignity in the household increases because they are earning money. They are earning money and they have respect in the then society, in the family, right? So, and then when the wife will also work and husband will also work, then both can share the household work. Right, see. So we should provide safe and secure environment for the women's to work, right, to run the business. Hence the developmental goal that people are not only about better income, but also about other important things in the life. That is safety also. Safety is also one of the important goal, especially for the women. So national development, when we talk of national development, we are talking of, development of the country. We are talking of development of the country. It is very important to keep in mind that different person could have different as well as conflicting notions of a country's development. But we have to choose those target of development which takes all the people together, which takes all the people together, right? And together, all the people are able to find the developmental benefit, not for the few people, right? See, so national development is totally a different concept. We have to see various questions, right? What are those questions? Right? What should be fair and just path for all? We have to think about that. Means fair and just path for all. We also have to think of whether there is a better way of doing things, right? We have to think there is a better way of doing things, right? So now we have to think about, would the idea benefit a large group? We have to see in the national development two things, that what would be fair and just path for all? Would this developmental path will support large number of people, or the large number of people will remain happy with this developmental approach? That we have to see. So then next topic is how to compare, countries or state. Then we have some method to control country or state. These methods are two. We can discuss them here. On the basis of examples are given in the book, lots of examples are given, right? Here taken. So there are two most important example in the book that is given on the basis of average income and per capita income or GDP. We can take GDP also. But before going to that, I would like to tell you that as all human beings are differ in their height, health, talents and interest, right? The healthiest human beings, or you can say student, may not be most studious one. The most intelligent student may not be the friendliest one. So how do we compare a student? We cannot compare the student. We should have some criteria. We should use different criteria to measure the best student. How we can measure? We can choose their academic records. We can see their sports record. We can see their debate record. We can see their music record, right? Or we can say team spirit, right? Or how good they mix up with their friends. So we have to see the all changes. We have to see all round changes. Usually we take one or two important characteristics of a person, but ignores others. No, this is not the way, right? So in the same sense, we can compare the countries. This is true of development. For comparing the country, the income is considered to be the most important tool. Therefore, no doubt, country with higher income are considered more developed, right? Country with lesser income are considered underdeveloped or developing economies, right? See, so however, for comparison between countries, total income is not such an useful measure, right? Since countries have different population, comparing total income will not tell us what an average person is likely to earn. We should take the per capita income, average income, which is the total income of the country divided by its total population. The average income is called per capita income. In World Development Reports brought out by the World Bank, this criteria is used in classifying country, and this is most important. Right, countries with per capita income of US 12,616 per annum and above in 2012 are called rich countries. Countries with less per capita income are called low income countries. That income amount is 1,035 or even less than that. India's per capita income is $1530, right? So India does not come into the category of underdeveloped countries, but it comes into the category of, my dear student, developing economies. So in this way, we can continue. We can compare the countries. The best method to compare the country is, my dear student, per capita income. With the help of per capita income, we can,